Hey there, it's Bella, and I'm doing one of those video responses to Glammy Girl over there. And I too have a tattoo, Miss Glammy, and I'm going to lead into that after the reason why I'm making this video is because something you don't know about me. Okay, well, you all know that I live on the Gulf of Mexico. The west side is the Gulf of Mexico, and the east side is the intercoastal. And I uh, I live on Indian Rocks Beach, which I've done a video of it when I was walking out there to the side. And here we have a little local neighborhood. Um, this is an old one from July 2011, last year, but it just had a little write-up about the Indians who used to live here. And these Indians have a background, about 12, 15,000 years. But the most recent that were here, and when the Spaniards came in, they took them all out in the respect with the diseases that they brought and stuff. But what was here in this area is before they dredged the intercoastal on the east side. This little area here, I live on about 1.7 mile beach here. I mean, they're like connected by bridges. And um, there used to be a spring, a mineral spring, which was sacred. And the Indians that were here locally, which they find a lot of artifacts and stuff still, were called the Tocobaga Indians. But there was another tribe called the Calusa Indians, and their main chief had uh, had an illness of some kind, and they would bring him to the springs to heal him right here in this area, which is literally, I can walk to it. It's about not even half a mile away, less than half a mile, where the spring supposedly was. But when they dredged the intercoastal, they shut the spring down. Okay, so anyway, I consider where I live, not only that it's by the ocean and the sun sets every day, and you've seen the videos where I do my moon when the moon rises on the east side, so I have all the elements here: earth, air, fire, water, moonlight. And but also because I live in this little scenario here where there was a sacred site for the Indians to bring even their chief to the healing mineral springs. um, I consider this a portal, okay? And I consider it a portal because of things that have happened to me here. Now, I've also, mentioned in some videos, when I was growing up, I was about 7, I would say, and paranormal activity started happening. And the negative side, like they, how the little monsters underneath the bed, they, grab my feet and pull me, and then they press on my chest, which they still do. They still, sometimes I wake up and you can feel them, and other things. I've been scratched. I mean, I won't keep going, but because there's a video I want to make about it. But since this came up with Glammy's request, I'm going to bring it up, okay? So anyway, a lot of paranormal, and that's why, and I was raised Catholic, and, my mother very devoted, Jesus everywhere, St. Michael everywhere. I understand about protection, that's why I have a dragon bracelet for protection to show that, I carry the fierceness. I wear this shark's tooth bracelet, fossilized shark's tooth bracelet, also for protection from predators, because to let them know I am fierce, because you gotta always be fearless when you're dealing with the forces that are not keen to the light, okay? But anyway, one night I was sitting here, and it was 2006. I moved in this apartment, and I've lived on and off this beach since 1984, okay? And I moved in here 2004. And in 2006, and I remember it was Johnny Cash's birthday, sometime in June something. And I love Johnny Cash, love him, love him. And I was watching this program just about him, celebrating his, his music and celebrating his birthday and all this kind of jazz. And I was sitting in my living room here, and the show finished about 11 o'clock, and so it was about 11:30, and I was alone, home alone, and I was watching the little TV, and all of a sudden I see this little dash of light, and it was thin, just a little dash, like this long, and it was a color, which I'm not going to say the color what it was, but it was a little dash, and out of my eyesight, I saw it, and I'm not thinking too much about it. And then I see another one, and then I see another one. And my kitty cat was sitting with me on my couch. We were watching the TV, and she starts, you know, you know how cats are. If you're cat people and you have cats, you understand. They're the most intuitive than doggy. I love my doggies too, but the cats, that's why they rule. That's why in the uh, in Egypt they, worship the kitty cat. But anyway, bast. So, so I didn't think I was losing my mind, because now she's very much in tune with this. And all of a sudden I could feel this energy. And what came one became 100, and then became 1,000 little dashes going everywhere and coming from the east to the west. Okay, they were just coming through, and you could feel the energy. It was just, it was just glorious. It was like inspirational. So I'm like sitting here, and I'm like, okay, all right, okay, what's going on? And I didn't realize what was going on. But then I had a message, because if you've noticed some of my videos, I write on my books, and now I try to date things because I can't remember what's going on. But that night I wrote this, and I don't know if you can see this, but it said 6 dash, and this was in 2006. 2006. We are through. Okay, can you see that? We are through. And I believe, because this is a sacred site and this is a portal, and they know that I want to help heal souls, I believe that I help pass souls. And I'm so intrigued to know if anybody else has come through this or had this happen to them. And the color was, I won't share the beams of, and it was electricity, like little light beams, but very short, and thousands. And it lasted like about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And my cat wasn't afraid, because when storms come through, they're the first ones to alert me, and they hide. I have 2 cats now, but Lala, my other cat, in 2006, I didn't have my beachy baby. Now I have another cat, and she's very intuitive. She's my black cat. But Lala alerted me, and they alert me when storms are coming before I even know it. And so I'm like, okay, all right. So if this is a calling, God, please let me know. I will represent, okay? So, and it doesn't happen a lot, and it came in a wave. And that was 2006 now, and it's happened maybe 3 times this wave comes through, okay? Now, but I will show you something that happened before 11/11/11, okay? But the night of the 2006, when I wrote down these words, we are through, I was sitting on my balcony again on the west side watching the sunset, and sometimes it's just a big, beautiful, fireball going into the ocean, going down the horizon. But this night was one of those nights where it's all, fire and clouds and beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. And I'm sitting out there, and all of a sudden I'm staring at this one cloud formation, with the colors of the orange, with the fire of the sun. And what comes up? 2 horns, and the face was so distinct. And at that time, my camera didn't even, my phone didn't have cameras at then or whatever. And it just happened so fast. And I realized at that moment that the dark forces do not want souls to go to the light, because that image showed itself to me, wanted to show itself to me. I totally believe that, like, You think you live here and you can help these souls pass? Well, I got a message for you. I'm going to show you. Mhm. And I'm like, and then I got a message for him. I got this one. See the three fingers, people? It's called read between the lines. You get it? And that's why you have to be fearless. Never fear the dark. Okay? But anyway, so let's fast forward. So now it's 11/11/11. I was married on 11/11/1989, okay? 11/11, I've been seeing 11/11 forever. So 11/11/11, I'm down on the beach. I decided to take a little time out of my house and go down to the beach, okay? But before 11/11, it was about 2 days before, another wave comes through, okay? And I'm, oh my goodness, they're here again, because it happens every 2 years. And I had a moment before that too, but this one I remember because the 11/11/11 date was so important to me. But this was another written message that came up. It's no big deal, we're one thing. Can you see that? It's no big deal, we're one thing. And ironically, I first wrote, it's no big deal, it's all one thing. And they're like, no, 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 we're all one thing. And anyway, people don't think I don't have to make this stuff up, okay? So anyway, the point is, if any of you have ever experienced this, please message me, write to me, because I'm very curious, okay? All right. So anyway, I believe I live in this portal. I believe that's why I'm allowed to drop the videos I'm doing randomly, picking cards, and you see how they come out. Now, I'm getting a little emotional as usual, because this means so much to me. All right, so the tattoo. Okay, so in 2004, I'm first moving in here. Actually, I got divorced after 17 years, the big D, and I wanted to become my own independent woman. I always wanted a tattoo, and I always wanted a tattoo to represent myself in the respect that, you know, I love cats. I love animals. I've had 10 cats and 5 dogs, whatever. So my girlfriend calls me, and I've gone to a lot of local tattoo parlors here, but they're all male energy. No disrespect to the boys. I love the boys. Mwah. But I didn't want that. And my girlfriend calls me up and says in Orlando, Florida, they're going to have a convention, an all-female tattoo convention. And so I'm like, yes, let's go. So we head over there. We check in Friday night. On Saturday, we get to walk around. It's all females, and everything is, kind of cool, very cool. And, I wanted to make sure everybody was hygienically sound, wearing gloves, because I've been in some tattoo parlors that were like, a little scary. So we walk around, and after the walk around of the whole day, and there were, I don't know how many artists. There must have been, like, God bless them all, 60 artists there. It was fabulous. And I walked around this one gal's booth the third time, and then I said, that's the one I want. And her name was Patsy, Princess of Pain. And I'm like, give it to me. And I knew I wanted cat eyes, okay? And she drew this picture for me, and this is my tat, okay? And I'll show it to you real quick. I gotta bring it down a little bit, okay? All right, and hold on, let me see. Let's see if this works. Okay, hold on, people. Bear with me, okay? I gotta do a little quick change moment here, okay? But this is my tat, and I can't take my pantaloons too far down, We're on the YouTube public moment, but this is my tat. I don't know if you can see, but I hope you can. But she has green eyes, and there's a little purple play, and I wanted her to look very female energy. But and the point of my tat was because I wanted to be marked for life with a symbol that represents, help me sense what I cannot see, right? Help me sense what I cannot see. So now I feel that I'm protected, even if I don't have jewelry on that means something to me, or I don't have my Archangel card in my hand. It's all about the representation, okay? So people, stay towards the light. That's all I gotta say, okay? Don't be negative, because I feel, and I'm bringing a video about all of this, I feel that when the forces of darkness know that you're negative, they know that, you're easily scared or fearful, then that's when they come in. But if you stay tight with the light, and you represent positive intentions, and every day we get down in that, I've had my issues. That's why I can talk about this stuff, okay? I've been up and down, and I'm still like Joan of Arc, fighting it all. I just hope I don't burn at the stake, you know what I'm saying? So let's just stay cool and calm and collected. Be fearless, okay? Fearless. And you know what's the thing about fear? People who fear just don't understand. You know, you just don't understand that there is another way to do things. So let's be positive, okay? That's why I'm trying to do these videos, because I live, or not I live, but I have had both energies come my way, good, bad, and ugly. So let's stay beautiful. Let's stay positive, and then they can't take us down. Because on the YouTube now, everybody all negative, negative, and oh my God, this one did this to me, and I'm like, read between the lines, people. This is what you're gonna get if you keep effing with me. Got another quote: "You F with me, I F with you." Right? It's all good that way. We understand ourselves, right? All right, Miss Glammy, you brought it down again, and I did that hate video for you. It's got 200 hits or something like that. Whee! It's all good. Now, people, I love everybody, okay? Everybody. So I just more like, let's stay towards the light. Doreen Virtue's got it right. It's about that energy, positive, and do not concentrate on the evil. We know it exists. It's like watching the news at night. When they start talking about this is bad and that is evil and somebody murdered this, and that's what happens in your head. Turn that off, okay? We don't need to hear it every minute or moment or day. It's not good, okay? Stay lighthearted. Actually, I got dressed up. I'm going out to watch my local band out here to listen to some good old rock and roll. I'm going to have a fabulous night. I'm going to play tonight. Everybody get out, enjoy their lives, okay? Because we're here on a short, trust me, these souls tell me life is short, okay? Believe. Cariñitos. Ciao.